President Trump just signed an executive order on artificial intelligence and cybersecurity. 2 weeks ago, he postponed it because he didn't like it. The version he signed is voluntary. No mandates, no licensing, no permitting. And at the same time, an AI model built by Anthropic has found 6,200 high and critical cybersecurity vulnerabilities in open source software in 2 months. Those two things are directly connected, and if your business uses the internet, you need to understand what they mean. The order, signed June 2nd, sets up a 30-day window where AI developers can voluntarily submit their most advanced models to the government for a pre-release security review. The NSA runs it. The goal is to identify cybersecurity risks before new AI models hit the public. What it does not do is require anything. There are no mandatory safety tests, no government approval process, no licensing requirements for new AI models. David Sachs, Trump's former AI and crypto czar, called the shortened 30-day timeline a game changer because it lets AI labs comply without delaying their releases. Here's why this order exists. Anthropic built a model called Mythos that is extraordinarily capable at identifying network vulnerabilities. Not theoretically, practically. In 2 months, Mythos found 6,200 high and critical severity vulnerabilities in open source software. That's software used by companies, governments, and critical infrastructure worldwide. Anthropic initially limited Mythos to a small group of large technology and financial firms. This week, they expanded access to 150 additional organizations. The government wants access to tools like this to test federal, state, and local networks. The order is designed to make that happen faster. Here's the problem. Any AI model capable enough to find 6,200 vulnerabilities in 2 months is also capable enough to exploit them. Security researchers and attackers are using the same underlying technology. What Mythos can find, a threat actor with a comparable model can weaponize. The UK government's AI Security Institute has already found that ChatGPT is among the strongest models for cybersecurity offensive tasks: reverse engineering, web exploitation, and cryptography. The attack surface is expanding faster than most cyber insurance policies were written to cover. The Trump administration's position is clear. The government will not be a gatekeeper for AI. No mandatory testing, no licensing, no pre-approval. What that means practically is that the burden of managing AI-enhanced cybersecurity risk falls on the private sector. Businesses cannot rely on regulatory requirements to ensure that AI models are safe before they reach the market, or before threat actors get access to equivalent tools. If your business has data, money, or operational systems, the coverage question is whether your cyber policy reflects the current threat environment. Most cyber liability policies were underwritten based on threat models that predate AI-assisted vulnerability discovery. A policy written in 2022 or 2023 was not priced or structured around an environment where an AI model can scan and identify thousands of critical vulnerabilities in weeks. The policy terms, the limits, the sublimits for business interruption, and the ransomware coverage all reflect a prior state of the threat landscape. If a sophisticated attack exploiting an AI-discovered vulnerability hits your network, the question of whether your current cyber policy responds, and at what limit, is not theoretical. 3 things worth reviewing in your cyber policy right now. First, the limit. Is it sized for what a ransomware recovery actually costs in 2026? Second, business interruption. Does the policy cover lost revenue during a network outage, and is there a waiting period before it kicks in? Third, whether AI-assisted attacks are treated any differently than conventional intrusions in the policy language. Most aren't yet, but it's worth confirming. These are not complicated questions. They take 15 minutes with your broker. My name is Dennis Hendrickson. I'm a licensed insurance broker in Sarasota, Florida, specializing in AI risk and commercial insurance for businesses. If you haven't reviewed your cyber policy in the past year, the threat environment has changed significantly, and your limits may not reflect it. My contact information is in the description. A 15-minute conversation can tell you a lot. If you found this useful, subscribe. We cover AI news, executive orders, AI lawsuits, and what they mean for your business every single day. See you tomorrow.